What's up, guys? Mr. Dan here, back again with a review of this Dollar Tree find, $1.25 store find, The Strangers Pray at Night. Worth picking up for $1.25. Solid sequel. I enjoyed it. Just watched it this morning. Comes with a lot of bonus features. Watched all of them. Clocks in about an hour and 25 minutes. You can watch the movie and all the bonus features, including the alternate ending. There's a music video, which is kind of cool. You can watch all of that in 2 hours or less. I mean, it's a well-paced film. Solid sequel. I can't believe that the first one came out in 2008. I can't believe that it's that long ago. So when they say, based on true events, on the back it says, inspired by the first film, and the first film was supposedly based on true events, my recollection is they just got the idea from some unsolved murders in a cabin. Some people were found, unfortunately, murdered, and the case was never solved, and that's the basis of the true events. Very loosely based. I don't think there was any sightings of any masked people. And this one is very good. It basically tells the story of a family, parents, and I'll show you the cast again. 2 kids. The daughter is a bit of a problem child and is heading to some kind of a boarding school, which she's not happy about. And they're going to stay at a cabin owned by a relative of theirs, an uncle. And it's a great setting for the film. They show up at this cabin, and it's part of a campground that is now closed for the season. So it's absolutely the perfect setting for this film. And it looks great. And, they walk right in to the camp store, grab a key, and there's a note there that says, hey, go ahead and get settled in. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Love, Uncle Marv. And, you get this idea that, like, wow, nobody's prepared for this. I mean, they just leave the store unlocked like that, And basically it's the story of a family that is, you guys know the basic modus operandi of these masked killers. They just basically invade your home and use some psychological terror. They like to terrorize you first before they kill you. The original had a sort of famous tagline, why are you doing this? And the answer was, because you're home. Just this sort of coldness to the killers. And this basically tells a story of a family that has to learn how to fight back. And I won't tell you which family members sort of make it and which don't, and which family members become wounded and which family members have to learn how to fight back. But it's good. It's almost frustrating to watch. I don't know about you, but if somebody's coming at me with a butcher knife and they're doing a very slow walk, and this character here is probably the most prominent, followed by the main guy, and then this one here. And I know they have names, but I don't know the names off the top of my head. But if someone is coming at you with a butcher knife and waving at you and stabbing the counter in an effort to terrorize you, I would at least pick up a kitchen chair and hold it in between me and the person. I don't know. But then again, would you put yourself in that situation? I won't give too much away. They do find a gun. The good guys do have a gun, and yet they still hesitate. They're giving warnings, and but then again, put yourself in their shoes. I don't know. What would you do? It's a good film. It has a few tropes that we've seen before, a few situations arise that we've seen before. And the end, one of the things that makes this creepy is it's kind of plausible. I mean, I used to read a lot of true crime. When someone wants to get at you, they usually are able to do that, and it's kind of horrifying to think about. So perhaps one weakness of the film is the ending, which is a little bit perhaps over the top. in terms of stretching believability. Maybe, maybe not. It's not, believe me, it's not outrageous. You're not going to, you're not going to groan and shut the movie off or anything, but, because this is almost like such a realistic film in terms of the plausibility. These they're not Michael Myers. None of, they don't get jabbed in the eye with a coat hanger and keep coming. That's my recollection of the first film, and that doesn't really happen in this film either. So when you have one of the antagonists surviving things that stretch believability, perhaps that strains that a little bit. I don't know, but believe me, it was not a big problem for me at all. Good film. The director, Johannes Roberts, did 47 Meters Down, some other films. Does a good job. He wanted to make the music a character in the film and said he was inspired by John Carpenter. So it's not a John Carpenter type of score, but he uses it like a character, the way that John Carpenter did. Lots of 80s music. I think we've got some Debbie Gibson, Bonnie Tyler. You got some Air Supply. There may have been some Bangles. I don't remember, but anytime anyone turns on a car, there's 80s music. Good special features. I guess I watched the unrated cut. I actually didn't see an option for the theatrical, but I guess it's on there. It wasn't excessively violent or gory, but good film. Recommend it. Grab it if you see it. Have you seen? What do you guys think of The Strangers? What do you think of the sequel if you've seen it? When I showed this in a haul video, a lot of people in the comments, like Rusty, gave it high praise. So I was like kind of encouraged to watch this, and certainly was not disappointed. Next question. What do you think of this as, is this a franchise yet? Could it become a franchise? Could we keep going? I would like to see the three characters mess with the wrong family. You have to do something different if you continue the franchise. Mess with the wrong family. A family that just sort of keeps to themselves but will fight back. Maybe the type of family that won't call 911, you know what I'm saying? Kind of family that is armed but kind of keeps it quiet and will take care of business, and then sort of do a role reversal. That's kind of the direction I would take it. Also, I'd like to see what would happen if the masks came off. How does the leader here sort of recruit his sidekicks? I would like to see that process, maybe in a prequel, or I've always thought like comic books would be great companion pieces to films. Like come out with a short comic to show that process. Just an idea. Just throwing some ideas out. What do you guys think? Have a good one, guys. Come back again soon. Thanks.